Hello everyone! So today I thought I'd show you how I go about making my button pins. So first, we need to make a design. And we need to know what size the design needs to be. Button presses come in many different sizes, so you'll need to know the exact size buttons your machine makes. My machine makes 25mm or 1-inch buttons. There are templates that you can download to help you out, but I figured that I would show you how I make my own templates since some machines have odd sizes and there are no templates for them. I'm starting out with a 1.5 by 1.5 inch canvas, which is plenty big enough, and I'm going to be drawing 2 circles down here. The first one will be a 1-inch circle, which will dictate the boundaries of my design. That way the image will be centered and it won't be too big. The second circle will be for the bleed, or the area that wraps around the sides of the pin. I make this line the same size or slightly smaller than the cutout so that I can make sure to color fill here. I don't need any design in the bleed, nor do I want it white because that would leave an odd white frame around my design, and if you don't get it centered, that can look kind of unprofessional. I use Photoshop Elements to make all of my digital designs for the pins, but you can use any digital illustration software that you're comfortable with. I'm using pretty old and basic software, so you don't have to spend buckets of cash to get some really nice professional products. I mean, the laptop and tablet I'm working on are 10 years old, so yeah. I'm hoping to change that in the future and update my tech, but right now they're hanging in there for me. So after I've finished my designs, I'm going to head over to my desktop, since my laptop is too old to connect to my printer anymore, and I'm going to open the designs in GIMP so that I can put my name on the pins and create a curved text. Again, you can use anything you are comfortable with, and if you have the full Photoshop suite, then you don't need to switch programs in order to create curved text. So I'm just making an 8.5 by 11 canvas, the printer paper size. Then I'm just filling the page with pin designs. Okay, so ignore the text that's already on there. I messed it up the first time, so I had to redo it. What you want to do is take your ellipse selection tool and fix the aspect ratio so that it is 1:1. Then make a selection and go to the Paths tab and convert the selection to path. Then you're going to go to your text, create your text. Then you're going to control click or right click on it and hit text to path, and then you are just going to take that path that you just made and you are going to say path to selection, and then you are going to fill in the selection. I just use the paint tool, you can use the bucket fill, and you want to make sure you do that on a separate layer, and then you can move it around and just do whatever. You've got your curved text. So then all you got to do is copy and paste and put it on all your buttons and you're done. Just gotta save it and then print. So the paper I'm using is this HP Premium Presentation paper that is matte. This is actually not my favorite paper to use. I actually like the Staples brand matte brochure paper, but they were out of stock, so I don't currently have any. And I threw away the box, so I can't show you either. I mean, this paper works pretty well. It's just a little bit thinner than the other paper, and for some reason it prints a little bit lighter too. So now I'm just going to cut all of these out. I'm using the circle cutter that came with my button press. A lot of button presses that you buy will come with a circle cutter or a hole punch. This is really great, especially if it's an odd size like mine, which is 1 3/8 inches. I actually looked around for a hole punch this size, but they don't make them, so I've got to stick with my circle cutter. Now on to pressing the buttons. The machine I got is a Chi button press, and I'm super pleased with it. It's solid metal and really heavy, and all the pieces are held in place by magnets, which makes taking it apart really simple. Putting the buttons together is just as simple. There are 4 basic parts. First is this metal cap, and then you place your image on top. The last thing to go inside A is the Mylar sheet. And after you've placed this on, you can flip it around to side B and put in your backing. Now you want to make sure the pin opening is underneath and the little zigzag is on top. Then you just press it. And here you have a completed button. And here are the finished buttons, complete with the name of my business. They look really professional, not to mention super cute. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was fun and informative and easy to follow. Next week, I'm going to try to make a stickers tutorial for y'all, so stay tuned for that. Also, check out my other social media. Links are in the description. Have a great day. Bye.